honeybees! It is Flora, and today, as you can see, we are on tiermaker.com once again. However, today is actually a pretty special occasion. Because believe it or not, this tier maker was made by myself. I'll leave a link in the description so that you can play around with it if you want to. But yeah, I created a tier maker myself. This is the killing game participants in danganronpa96 by Leonard on AO3. Really good fan fiction. Do recommend if you're, into Danganronpa, I guess. Or any of these fandoms. There's a lot of fandoms here, besides Danganronpa. So, if you see a face you recognize, you might be interested, I guess. Anyway, um, yeah, I'm gonna try not to ramble. So I guess we can start this off by just getting into it and going over the tiers. So the top tier, my favorite characters, you're such a scrunkly scrimblow. These are for the characters that are pretty much my favorites. They're the ones that I really want to see every time. And they're just the best, in my opinion, obviously. I guess this is all opinions. The next tier is This Is Great, but, which is characters I really love a lot. Still, of course. But maybe they don't quite make it into my top favorites, you know? For the middle tier, we have the characters of all time. Those sure are some characters. But in a positive way, obviously. I still, like them if they're in the mid. Not really feeling it is exactly what it sounds like, Just not really feeling it. Not particularly, caring one way or another about it. um, and then the final tier, banned from the Minecraft server. I don't know why I named it that. It was just the first thing that came to mind. I'm gonna be honest. I don't foresee any character ending up in the very bottom tier because I all like them a pretty good amount. So, if I were forced to take a guess, I would guess that probably no one is going to get banned from the Minecraft server today. But there are tiers. Here are characters. I will also leave a link to the fan fiction because one, Leonard and Kitsune Rex, credit to them for this art. Yeah, you'll see it in the prologue. And also because again, you should go read it. It's good. It's very long. It's the kind of fan fiction where it's like if you're watching this at like you know 11 p.m. because you're procrastinating on going to sleep. Hi, it's fine. You might not want to start reading it now, though. Get some sleep and start it in the morning. Uh, or like have a snack, maybe. Have one handy, or some water at least. That kind of thing. Okay, so let's get into the tiers here. First character we have is Kaido from The Disastrous Life of Psyche K, which is a really good anime. Actually, I went and watched it after reading this I went and checked out a couple of these things after reading this fan fiction. A couple things I already recognized, and then a couple things I was like, oh, I'm gonna go check out more of that. So first we have Kaido, and Kaido is definitely a scrunkly. He's so cute. Um, he's cute in his show, and he's really cute in this fan fiction. So he is going into the top tier immediately. We like Kaido. And the next character, BoJack Horseman from Who would have guessed from BoJack Horseman? I have not seen the show. My sibling actually watched it, and I think they said it was good. They finished it, I think. So that probably means it was good. I'm gonna give BoJack the character of all time because I haven't gone and watched his show, but I did enjoy him in this fanfic. He's pretty cool dude, I suppose. So he can be one of the characters of all time. Mai from Your Turn to Die. That kind of rhymes. um, I played a little of Your Turn to Die. I knew vaguely who Mai was going into this. Very, very vaguely. Like I'd seen fan art of her and stuff like that. I didn't finish playing Your Turn to Die. I did try to play it, um, but I didn't finish it. So I vaguely know who Mai is. She was very sweet in the fan fiction. Um, I think I'll put her in This Is Great. Yeah, I'll put her in This Is Great, but because I did really like her. Honestly, I did. Um, I just I just realized I have to be careful um, how I describe the characters, don't I? Because if you're gonna go read the thing, I'm gonna end up spoiling. If somebody dies accidentally, aren't I? Knowing me. So I'm gonna try not to do that. I won't say anything more. Mai is cool. We like Mai. I'll leave it at that. And then we have Kurumada, who is also from Your Turn to Die. There's like 3 Your Turn to Die beans here. If you've seen Your Turn to Die, you probably recognize them, and if you haven't, I'll point them out as they come. We have Kurumada. I really like Kurumada. I'm gonna put him in This Is Great. I'm tempted to make him a scrunkly. Uh, I don't know why. I just really clicked with him. If you remember, if you've seen my Metopia Let's Play, I actually made Kurumada the genie of the lamp in Next Door. Just because I thought it would be cool and fun. I couldn't give him blue hair, unfortunately. I would have if I could have, but I could not. Genie Kurumada just has to be stuck with his natural hair color. But I like Kurumada. He goes in This Is Great. Very, very nice guy. Then we have Natsuki from Doki Doki Literature Club, which is something I had also seen beforehand. I recognized her. 'Cause yeah, I like weird horror visual novels and things. I think the first Let's Play I watched was maybe Jacksepticeye's. I want to say that was the first Let's Play of that I watched. And Doki Doki Literature Club is cool, and Natsuki is cool. I'll put her in. That's a good question. I don't really mind the tsundere archetype too much. I did like Natsuki. She can go, and This Is Great too. Not quite as scrunkly, but she can go into This Is Great. Because I enjoy the arc she's going through in the fanfic. And also just her as a character in her own game. And then we have, this is Walter. Walter White from Breaking Bad, I think, is the name of the show. That is right, right? Someone who's actually seen it will, you can leave a comment and tell me. But I think that's right. I'm assuming that's right. This is another show I haven't seen. It doesn't particularly interest me too much. And Walter himself, honestly, not to be mean, but not really feeling it. I did not get too invested in his character. I don't think that show would be my cup of tea, is all. I think I can understand why people might like it, but I don't think it's really my thing in particular. Anyway, this is L. I know he's from Death Note. I don't know if he has a name beyond that one letter. Does he? Does anybody know? I haven't watched Death Note. It's on my list, but I kind of want to finish Black Butler first. Well, I wanted to finish Oran, and then my dad says I should watch Inuyasha, and then Death Note is on my list. Eventually. Maybe. Someday. But yeah, this is L. He's a detective, from what I can gather. He seems to be pretty good at his job. And he is... Is he a character of all time, or do I want to put him in This Is Great? Because I kind of... I haven't watched Death Note, like I said, but I do like him in this fanfic. So... I'm gonna be very lenient, I think, on these guys because I do genuinely like all of them a lot. I'm gonna let the cute fan art somebody drew of Elle sitting at the trial podium in a very interesting, like, he looked like such a little creature in that fan art, and it kind of endeared him to me. I'm gonna let that give him This Is Great status. Elle, you are great. And then we have Ritsuko from Agretsuko, which I think I watched the first episode of, but the volume on the TV was too low, so I don't really know what happened. This is another one that is on my list, actually. I would like to see it because look at her, she's a red panda. She's so cute. And I'm gonna let her be a skrunkly, just by that merit. And also, I thought she was sweet. She's a sweet character. Yuri, the second Doki Doki Literature Club representative, and she is going to go into the characters of all time, I think. Yeah, that's fair. She would probably be someone I would vibe with in real life. I like, I would listen to her talk about weird horror novels. I'm kind of into that sort of thing. But I like Natsuki a little bit more. And yeah, I think she can go into Michi just fine. Oh, Hayasaka! Hi, Hayasaka. This is the final Your Turn to Die representative, and he is actually, is that a spoiler? I feel like that's not a spoiler because, if you read the fanfic, it's obvious, yeah. Hayasaka is actually the protagonist of this fanfiction. If you didn't know. So yeah, Hayasaka is the protagonist. I think he is very sweet, very fun. He is the type of character it's easy for me to get attached to, and I am going to let him sit with his friends in the This Is Great tier because I think he would appreciate that. But yeah, Hayasaka's great. Um, I should play Your Turn to Die just to get to meet him in the game because I think that would be fun. Although I'd be nervous. I think you have to be careful on the floor he's in. I think you can get him like permanently like like killed out of that floor, which I would not want to do. That would be bad. So I'd probably be a little nervous about that. This is Hiroshi, the protagonist. There's a lot of characters in it, but I guess he's the protagonist because he's the one you click on stuff with. So yeah, the protagonist of an RPG Maker game called Aoni. I went and watched a couple of videos about it after reading this fanfic. I watched Manly's Let's Play of it, and I watched an analysis video on like all the different update versions. It was very fun. It's actually a very kind of interesting game. I haven't played it myself or anything. But yeah, I think the fanfic does a lot for his character within the constraints anyway that they were able to because Hershey's more of one of those silent protagonists, you know, but I liked what they did with the characterization of him. And honestly, I'm tempted to give him scrunkily status. Am I being too lenient with this? I mean, I feel like you can agree to disagree with this one. You know, I'm going to say that Hiroshi is a scrunkily, and that's just going to be my opinion. Latte Cookie! I like Latte Cookie. I definitely knew who she was going into it because I have been into Cookie Run Kingdom for a little while now. So I immediately recognized her and I was like, oh wow, there's a Cookie Run character here. That's so cool. I didn't know Leonard liked Cookie Run. That made me really happy. And yeah, I think, it's Latte Cookie. But I really love Latte Cookie. So this is great. It's great that she's here. Her personality is on point. I'm enjoying it anyway. So there's that. And then here's Psyche, the man himself, the myth, the legend. Psyche's great. Like I said, I went and watched that anime, some of it after reading this, and Psyche's great. I adore him. He is he is such a mood in so many ways. And I don't think I was gonna put Latte Cookie into the Scrunkly tier and I backed out because I think I'm putting too many Scrunklies, but I can't justify doing that to Psyche. Psyche has to be a Scrunkly. Oh, why don't you sit by Kaido? Or would you prefer to not sit by Kaido? No, I think they can sit together. I think that's probably okay. Ina! Ina is, my friend Jim sent me some Ina videos. It's like a YouTube series, I think. Ina fans, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just a confused little mortal in my fandom bubble here. um, so yeah, that series is an absolute fever dream. Seriously. However, I can say that Ina is delightful. They actually are scrunkly. Just they really are. Ina is incredibly charming. Um, I enjoy their unique speech patterns. I think their design is pretty cool. And I think they deserve to be in the scrunkly tier. I think you can tell I like this fanfic a lot with the ratio here. But I mean, I guess that's also fine. I suppose. And here we have Brian Pasternak. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. He is the protagonist of a really, really cool indie horror game named Yuppie Psycho, and he is delightful. I love him. I love him so much. Um, I got really attached to him through reading this fan fiction. So then I went to go watch a Yippee Psycho Let's Play because I wanted to know more about him. What's your world like? What kind of things do you enjoy? Um, and that just made me double down. Honestly, he's a delight. Everything about him. Um, because it's well, not to get too like sappy or personal on a YouTube video, I guess. um, but Brian is a character archetype uh, that appeals very specifically to me in particular, and so yeah, I I love this boy so much. He's so sweet. Just I don't even know how to explain it without getting into spoilers for the fanfic or Yuppie Psycho itself. However, I will let you in on a little secret, which is that I may be working on a script for a video where I do nothing but literally overanalyze and gush about Yuppie Psycho. So leave a comment if you want to see me do that, because then I will absolutely give you a full-fledged rant about how much I love uh, Brian Parsnip Boy. Don't ask. Don't ask. Um, yeah, he is a skunkly. Um, one funny thing you might notice is, hey, Hayasaka and Brian look kind of similar. They do look kind of similar, and they have kind of similar personalities. um, which is kind of something that gets addressed in the fanfic. They're actually pretty good friends. It's cute. um, but in my opinion, listen, I adore Hayasaka. I do. I got attached to Hayasaka in a similar vein that I got attached to Brian because Hayasaka is also that kind of character archetype that specifically appeals to me and I easily get very attached to. I like Shy Guys, what can I say? um it's cute. Uh Brian is the cooler Hayasaka. I'm sorry I said it. This is just my opinion. This is just my opinion. But yeah. I am sorry, Hayasaka. You're delightful too. I love both of you. Okay, it's Not that I don't. I adore both of you. There's plenty of love to go around. I have enough to share that I can adore both of you and say you are both amazing. And then last, but certainly not least, we have Jesse. Jesse is also from Walter's show, Breaking Bad. I'm just assuming that's right. I think it is. I really do think it is. But I can't remember off the top of my head, and I'm too lazy to go open the fic again and check the tags to see if it says. So I'm just guessing here, but I think that's what they're from. And Jesse is an interesting case because, like I said, I'm not really interested in the show itself. It's just not. It's not something that appeals to me personally, I believe, in concept from what I've heard about it. It's a lot easier for me to get into cartoons as well. Growing up, I was one of those kids who refused to watch anything live action, which is why I kind of didn't always vibe with the. I didn't always vibe with the Disney Channel. I think that's why I didn't watch Gravity Falls until a lot later in life. Because I would have loved it when it came out, right the year it came out. I love it now, and loved it when I did finally go first see it. But I didn't watch a lot of Disney Channel because it was always like sitcoms, and I didn't want to watch live action sitcoms. Um, I've grown out of that. I will watch live action shows now. But it is still easier for me to get into cartoons. And for live action shows, I like a different vibe than what Breaking Bad is going for, I think, is just what's going on there. Um, I don't know where this tangent is going anymore. My train of thought derailed. Anyway. Oh, right, Jesse. Basically, all that is to say, despite all of that, despite having basically every odd stacked against him, I actually really like Jesse. um, I don't know if it's just the way that Leonard decided to characterize him in the fic. Um, but he's like weirdly sweet and chill and, you know, somebody you could play video games with. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Um, I'm I would feel bad making the Scrunkly tier have the advantage because it's supposed to be like the exclusive top tier. Even though I was tempted to put Jesse in the Scrunkly tier from the beginning, but I'll put him in This Is Great because he is great. I I don't even know why. I really enjoy what Leonard decided to do with his character. I don't know. He's just cool. So there you have it. Here is my ranking of all the danganronpa96 characters, I guess. Here they all are in a row, neatly. Look at them all. um, yeah, this was very like impulsive, both this video and making the tier list in the first place because I got up this morning, took a shower, and then in the shower I thought about doing this, making this tier list in my head as kind of like just a silly random shower thought. But then the more I did think about it, the more I was like, actually, that would be fun to make. I kind of want to do that. And well, here we are. And here all they are, all the sillies for you to see and enjoy. I'm gonna awkwardly segue into the outro before I start rambling nonsense again, because I think that's what I did at the end of the last tier list video I did. So yeah, as usual, thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment with your own thoughts, or in response to something I said in the video. You can you are free to debate on whether Brian is the cooler Hayasaka or not. Absolutely, feel free. That's fine. And just give your own opinion if you know any of these characters, if you didn't recognize any of these characters, if you think I should watch one of their shows or play one of their games that I haven't. I did put Yippee Psycho on my Steam wish list. um, so there's that. Oh, and yeah, also, let me know if you go and play this yourself. Like I said, I will leave a link in the description so you can do that if you want to, because I just think that would be nice, probably, of me to do, in case you want to rank them yourself. You might have different opinions, you know? Probably have different opinions. Just talking about it in Discord makes me guess that, but yeah. And don't forget to go check out Leonard on AO3 if you think this fanfiction might be something you want to read. It's really, really good. I can heavily endorse that. Please go do that, or give Leonard love in some other way, because, like, they're cool. They deserve it. Please. Please do it. They're awesome. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Shoutouts to you, Leonard. You're probably not watching this, and I don't blame you. But shoutouts to you. And that is that, I guess. I can't really think of anything more to say, so have a fantastic day. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you when I next see you. Bye-bye.